Welcome back to Style of Play Football with myself, T. As always, thank you very much for joining me now. Before we get into the content, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. And also give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, the Twitter account, the Instagram account, the links for those social accounts are in the description as well. So make sure you get following on there and get joined in with the discussions on Twitter, especially. Now, first of the semi-finals is up today. We have Argentina versus Croatia. Made the final at the last World Cup as well. And France, who are the winners, play tomorrow against Morocco. But Argentina, Lionel Messi, is this his time? Is this his moment to finally get his hands on the World Cup? Will that cement him as the best of all time as a player? Some will call him the GOAT already, regardless of whether he's won the World Cup based on what he can do. But I think this has to be, for me personally, this has to be the best Lionel Messi we've seen in the World Cup, for him to be able to be cemented as one of the best ever in the world, ever, the GOAT, as people like to call them. He has to be able to win this World Cup. And I think they've got a really good chance. I think Argentina, let's start with them first. You know, they've obviously got a really good squad. They've played throughout the World Cup. They've looked really good, really strong. You would say that obviously they like to, and they have done for many years, try to get the ball to Messi and let Messi do his magic. And I still think to an extent Argentina are happy to do that. But I do look at their squad and you know, the team that they have, you know, they've got a really good squad of players. You know, even De Paul, Fernandez in midfield has been really good for them. McAllister's played really well. Julio Alvarez as well, supporting Messi up front. Angel Di Maria's come in as well sometimes in the games and done well. I thought the two at the back, you know, Otamendi and Romero have been really good for Argentina, and obviously Martinez in goal, especially for the last round against the Netherlands with the penalty shootout. So I think Argentina have done really well, and I think they have every opportunity to win this tournament now. I think they have to go into this potentially as the favourites, even ahead of France, to win it. But there is the slight doubt in my head, because you look at Croatia, a team, in my opinion, as I said before, have made it to the World Cup finals before. Unfortunately, they weren't successful. And Croatia don't have big names. I mean, yes, they have players that you would say are really good footballers. You know, you could go into their team, Luka Modric, Mateo Kovacic, you know, Dejan Lovren, you know, Vlasic, Perisic. They've got some really good players in that team, but they don't have a Cristiano Ronaldo. They don't have a Lionel Messi. You know, they don't have that sort of standout player. I suppose maybe Luka Modric is that player for them. But they're a stubborn team to play against, a very stubborn team. You know, we've seen in previous matches how they wear teams down. And, you know, their spine of their team is really good. You know, as I mentioned, some of the players that they've got in that team, you know, the defenders as well, Brozovic as well in that midfield, they've got the spine. They've got a really good spine in that team, which I think is key, you know. And I think they work so hard, they press so hard, with Modric and Kovacic in that midfield supporting as well. They've got a team, you know. And I think as games progress, sometimes you'll see, especially throughout the group games, you got to see that they look better come the end of the game. You know, they don't tire, they don't slow down. They're a team that I think will cause Argentina problems tonight. I think they have what it takes to get back into that final, potentially to go on and cause what was some people call an upset. But out of the two, I think this is the semi-final that I am looking forward to. I do think tomorrow, yes, Morocco, you know, are the team that no one really thought would get there. But I didn't think Croatia were going to get there either. I didn't think Croatia would be where they are. I thought there were better teams ahead of them. But they've done really well. They've got no suspensions as opposed to Argentina. I think Tagliafico will potentially come in for Acuna, I think, who is suspended for Argentina. But this is going to be, for me, the game that out of the two I'm looking forward to. I think it will be a very closed game. I think there'll be not much between it. I think we're talking either a 1-0 or a 1-1. You know, you look at most of Croatia's games over the last couple of matches that they've played, a lot of them go through to extra time or even penalties, and they're actually very good at penalties as well. I can't see past Argentina because of the Lionel Messi impact that he will have on the game. But this is a perfect opportunity for Croatia as well, you know, and I think that they have everything about them to go on and progress as well. So I think tomorrow's game, I would have to call it and say France, which we'll do a review for that tomorrow. But I think tonight's game, you'd have to give it to either or, and you know, flip a coin, because I think both teams have good. You know, Argentina sometimes do lack at the back. You know, I think the wide players, as I mentioned, Tagliafico and also Molina as well on the right side of that. That defense will at times be caught out. You know, and if they're caught out, it gives Croatia the opportunity to test Martinez in goal. I think it's going to be such a close game. And it'd be unfortunate for whoever goes out. But they're a stubborn side, Croatia. They're a stubborn side, and they tend to work well, organized as a team. They go forward as a team. They defend as a team. They'll make it difficult, I think, for Argentina to work pockets of space and try and play in between the lines. I think there'll be moments where Argentina, if they don't get ahead of the game early on, you know, if they don't take the game by the scruff of the neck, if they don't try and score that early goal or try and go, you know, 2 or 3-0 up, it will be a testing game. You know, you think about a fight, you know, a boxing match where, you know, one boxer's wearing the other boxer down, and then eventually they knock them out. I think that would be the moment where I think we'll see Croatia progress, because Croatia can have the endurance to go on and on and on, and even into extra time they can go even further on as well. So I think for me personally, Croatia, if they go through, it will be because they've played really well defensively. They've tired the likes of, you know, Messi and so on down as well. But I'm looking forward to the game. I think it's going to be a brilliant game. As I said, I think this will be the better semi-final out of the two. My prediction going into the game would have to be Croatia on penalties. It'd be unfortunate for Messi. Obviously, this potentially being his last World Cup by the looks of it. Be unfortunate for him not to be able to say he's lifted the World Cup off the back of the Copa America victory as well. But I still think he goes down as one of the best footballers of all time. He has to. You know, he's not as fast as he used to be, but given the ball, and he's still a magician with it. So I think we have to give him the flowers, the praise, the kudos that he deserves for all the things that he's done across, you know, club and country. But I just can't see past Croatia tonight, and I think, you know, a lot of shocks have happened in this tournament so far. People would possibly say that, you know, if Argentina do go out, then the shock is on the fact that Croatia go through. But I think Croatia are resilient, and they're a stubborn team to play. They work really well, as I said. They press very, very well from the front, aggressively. And I think that this is their moment. You know, they were so close last time, the last World Cup. Who's to say they can't go on and win it this time as well? So let me know your predictions. I'm going to go for Croatia on penalties. Let me know what you think in the comments as well. And who do you think they will face? We'll be doing another match preview tomorrow for Morocco and France. This has been T-Dot. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video as well. Until tomorrow, I'll be back with another video, and hopefully my prediction is right. Thanks for watching.